Okay guys, welcome back to a new short video here. I'll just explain to you what I've been saying on X. As you guys can see, today I wrote on Twitter. So here is 8 hours ago, the time of today in New York time. If you just give me 1 second, it's 1 p.m. So in about 30 minutes we have the afternoon or the PM trading session, not afternoon. So quickly guys, right here I told you about what I will be looking at. I said out loud here what I basically pointed out, and exactly here I'm eyeing equal highs, lows and new week opening gap levels. That's here. Okay, so quickly let me just run through it right here. So at this time it was 602. So if I quickly just replay back to 602, that will be around this area here. So what I told you guys about is exactly the London low that was here, and we have these equal lows, right? So if I go back onto the picture, you will see that we had these equal, what time is this? Okay, it's good. Here's the equal lows right there. So what I was looking at is the London low here, as well as the equal lows down here. So I was thinking to myself, let me see what price can do, because as you guys know, it's before the market. So we have 5 rules that I want you guys to follow and understand. So the first one is understand trend and draw on liquidity. The second one is understand time and macros. Everything is expected with time. The third one is learn to be patient. The fourth is once you put up a trade, hold for stop loss or take profit. Don't immediately close it or market execution, then close, etc. If you're scared, once you put up trade, that means you're risking too much. The fifth one is know when to walk away. Okay, so if I go back into the 1 minute chart, what I was looking at is this relative equal lows. Yes, as well as I was looking at this breaker right here. So first of all, I was thinking this is a sell side. So if you guys see here, I wrote sell side, right? And then we started dropping lower. So here we go. Once this occurred, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so we have London session right here. Okay, I will point out exactly where London started. So here. There we go. And then we have this as London low. Are you guys following? I hope you're doing, because this is really important. Okay guys, so I was thinking to myself, if London managed to drop lower and took out its own low, it's going to be impossible for price to drop lower again. That's not how trading works. Once London has taken its low, New York will most likely go higher, right? So what I was looking at, as you guys can see, these equal highs up here, and we have the new week opening gap and the new week opening low. Okay, so let me just mark up this one here. Okay, so what I actually did, as you guys can see on the next slide, most likely this was the setup. So okay, first let me point out we have a break block here. Okay, this and this one here. I'm gonna put it as blue so you guys know. There we go. We have the relative equal lows here, and we have the London low getting swept already. So this is gonna be London low. I hope this video is a lot quicker than. There we go. We're gonna put this as equal by side. So what I mean by this is people that are looking for the short, right? They're gonna have the stop losses above here, and then we have this again. But now I'm gonna pretty much just focus on this, so you guys understand the concept of how trading works and what I am looking for. So once I noticed that we have the breaker block here, being respected, right? I'll move it onto this one, so it's gonna be a lot easier. And we have taken out all liquidity there. So I understood, okay, New York is gonna pump. We're before New York open, understand this, we're way before. Here is a macro. And we're gonna do 4 and we're gonna do this. So here is the macro, right? So I was expecting price to start now breaking the structure. So what I was looking at is, see how this candle is way higher than this gap here, and once we've taken out this, this is the initial part, yes, but I'm just looking at the short things of price. As you guys can see here, 2 minutes before we have the initial macro. So in my head I was thinking, okay, it's a good opportunity to buy. We put the stop loss below in case something happens, so I'm gonna put my stop loss around 150 because I want also to remember the spread, right? So we don't want to get tapped into it yet. Here was the initial stop loss, so around this area it's good enough for me. And then I was looking at take profit above here. This was my initial trade, right? So as you guys can see, this was how I was basically looking at things. Equal highs is where I wanted price to go, but the buy side is the low objective fruit. That is what we are targeting. As well as you have the new week opening gap midpoint, you have the low as well as the high. So really important, guys. What I also want you guys to understand is, once we're taking this one here, I'm gonna go back to it, of course. So right now let's just see how price plays out. Everything had been done in a live market, so I will show you exactly how it went. So what time is it now? It's 7:34. Okay, now time is about to spoil. So there we go, perfect. Now let me go back onto here where I told you exactly what will happen. Okay, if you look at this chart and you look at this chart here, sorry, let me just put this out. Can you see the similarities? Before this one here, I think exactly, yeah. Okay, so it was before this one got actually taken out. So I was here, right? And I said out loud, price action looks rough right now. We might see a minor buy move above here, the minor buy side, then a drop below the order block to clear liquidity before targeting the initial draw. Smart money is already positioned long, so if they reverse, there could be a tough day. Either way, I secured profits. With that saying so, I meant how I secured a buy position up here, right? So what we're looking at now, we're looking at a reverse. The reason we also is looking for a reverse is, see how we have this CB up here. There we go. So what I did actually is I put up a sell limit here, put a stop loss there, as well as we're looking at where can price move. I'm just looking quickly for the low objective fruits. Here is my low objective fruits. As you guys can see on the chart itself, I think I have a picture of 1 minute. Yeah, this is 1 minute. Okay, so the low objective fruit was around this area here. So I was thinking to myself, we should go back down here. This is what I was looking at. And as you guys know, I told you I will come to it, okay? So I was in a quick scalp here. Once we're breaking lower, I will move my stop loss, as you guys know. Here we go. So my stop loss was basically here, 1.3 again. Perfect. Now we're at 8 in the morning. Okay, the market opens at 9:30. So what do we actually have here? If we go quickly over here, we have these equal lows. So the order block we used earlier will now be our draw on liquidity. but I'm still looking for a higher price, meaning I want to see the new week opening gap, low, the high. I want to see this one get tapped into. So what did I actually do? I pretty much had to wait, because now we already cleared and broken the structure. As you guys can see here, the structure is broken, so we're gonna go most likely to the downside. Now we're trading back up to where? Once again, we need to understand how price moves. So we have this equal, that is done with. We have this that points the break of structure, and we have this CBs up here. This is 8:19, so we have to wait a bit, 10 more minutes. And what do we see? We see price starts breaking down. So this is pretty much made an equal high. Once again, the draw on liquidity for us. So now that I know we're gonna target these highs, I also know down here we have a nice sell, and as I told you guys, smart money will want to reverse, right? So we're already cleared the structure, we're inside this, that shows that we're gonna break lower. So what do? I pretty much wait for the opportunity. Now you can see we're breaking lower, right? And most of you guys are probably on your laptops saying, oh, if you pretty much predicted everything, why didn't you catch the sell? Because I didn't want to. Pretty much it's that simple. If I'm waiting for a buy position, why would I sell? And I know you guys are thinking, but you sold here. The reason I sold there is because we have this one here, right? So once we tapped into it and we're cleared all sellers, it's gonna only be buyers left. That's why I sold. Okay, so now we're expecting price to drop and probably from here go up, right? But the time is 8:50, so we can't do anything. Now it's micro, so the same goes for here. So if I put it at 8:50, as you guys can see, here we go to 9:10. We have to wait. What do price wants to do? If we put up an array here, easy, with a red one, this is no need for, because already done. This is done, this is done. Okay, perfect. So now we have pretty much resting liquidity down here, right? As well as we have relative equal highs. So what do price wants to do? We have to wait and see. It broke up. Here is a CB giving you another reason to sell. Went higher, tapped into this here, clearing what? Okay, there we go. Now we have a new time, 10 to 30. Now it's obvious that if we're going higher, taking this one out and leaving this for play, as well as we have the structure going here. See how we broke this here? We took out this one here. It means what? We're going to go lower to where? These equals here. So what would I be do? What I should be doing right here is we're putting up a sell with a stop loss above this and a take profit way down here. So as you guys can see, how many handles is that? Around 50. Did I not catch 50 on the way up from here? Yeah, we did. Almost around 40, 50, it doesn't matter, right? So what is price gonna do now? It's gonna spoil lower. See? Okay, cool. There we go. Now, as I told you guys, here we're gonna go lower. I've said it. Give me 2 seconds. Here, it's gonna reverse. Okay, now it's done so. So what do? We have to wait again for a new trading opportunity. Since the market didn't actually provide an opportunity that I would like to trade off, we have this first here. We have the first Inversion fair value gap, first presented one after the market opened. So do we have any sell side resting here? Let me see. We actually do have this one here, and as you guys can see, we almost took it out, but we couldn't take it out. So what am I waiting for? First of all, I'm waiting for a new trading setup, meaning I can't just put up a trade random. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna have this up here, as well as we have to focus on where the midpoint of this one will be, because that's pretty much 22,772.75. So if you give me 2 seconds, 22,772.25. Isn't that right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so there we go, and we're gonna do this. Actually it didn't go up there, so let me just quickly. Yeah, I also had the discount on 15 minutes showing that this week here, this was the discount. So no, I think I said it wrong. Yeah, pretty much this was the discount. So we tapped into the discount area, and then we went up, and then we dropped, then we went back up again, and then we start dropping. So now I'm waiting for price to basically reveal itself and see what it wants to do. So now we're inside the first presented one, yes, and the time is 9:55. So we have to wait. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we cleared all them out. So there's only one thing remaining for me. I'll use this one. Here is what I would be looking at. So since we're taking this one out, we're waiting for a confirmation that basically we're going higher, right? Now the time is 10 a.m. So I want to execute after 10:30. So we'll have to wait a little bit. Okay, 10:10. Now it's interesting, guys. If I put this at 10:10 and this at 9:50, right? Okay, there we go. So this is the high, this is the low. Okay, you guys with me? Perfect. Go a bit. Okay, now we want to see price spoil. Now we have almost 10 minutes. Let me just spam it a little bit quicker. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, 25. Okay, since this happened, as you guys can see with time, 10:26, I'm waiting for 10:30. That made me realize that since this is probably, as you guys can see, okay, let's say this is the high of the day, right? Do you really think so? We have money resting above here. Do you really think this will be the high of the day? I wouldn't think so. So what I thought to myself is, okay, cool, if we're gonna go higher into these relative equals and tap into here, I want to see this one here, right? Then I should be able to perform and execute here. So what I was looking at is at least 25 in stop, right? Because I don't want to predict anything and then it don't go my direction or whatever it is. So let me just put up a 25 stop loss to show you guys, and then we're going for this here. Okay, cool. What happens now? It's 10:28, 10:30. It takes too long. There we go. So it's, I know you guys will think, yeah, but he did it in a replay, etc., whatever it is. Okay, for you people saying that, here is everything outlined for you guys. As you guys can see it, here is the market open, and here is exactly what I told you will happen 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 8 hours ago, July 7th. So yeah, pretty much this is how trading works. So I know it's a lot easier for me to tell you everything since I'm doing it on a replay, but I wasn't doing it when I was trading here. Okay guys, quickly, as you guys can see, let me just follow you through it. I told you guys earlier about, okay, once we took the relative equal lows here and the London low, it's impossible for New York to drop lower. Once London took its own low, I want to see higher. So that's why I put up an entry here. My stop loss was actually below here, something around that area. Don't remember quite now, but I actually moved my stop loss. So here is the initial, right? I got stopped out here on the new week opening gap midpoint, but this executed perfectly. The reason I executed this is because on a 15-minute one, if we go onto the chart here, you will see a discount wick. So I used that wick to think, okay, cool, where should price go from? So if you guys see from this wick here up to this one here, and we go into a 1 minute, there we go. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Okay, so here is the 0.5 level. See how we respected it? We came up here, cleared this one here. Here is the pretty much the breakaway, or whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. It's a gap here. Here is the one extension. See where price went. See this level here. See how we went exactly there. So that's why I went in here. So from here, from pretty much, let me just do it here, easier for you guys to see. From here I went in a short. The reason I chose to sell is because I knew once we tap into this area here, the liquidity is resting below. So we tapped into the area, we dropped lower, we dropped here, then we came back up, then we dropped again, retesting the orange line, showing you the midnight price, expecting smart money to put the orders in. What did it do from here? It skyrocketed. It started pretty much just spoiling, right? And then it took out this high. It didn't take this one out, and we broke structure, right, as I told you guys. So what did I expect? I expected the price to go where? To sell side. So if we go here, as you see, all of this, it doesn't matter how far it will go, as long as you know what direction it will go eventually. So what happened is we went lower. I was like, okay, cool, we have the first presented one, went lower. Now is the funny thing, with time, and I knew, okay, we have the 10:30, we have the 9:30, what will most likely be the low or the high of the day? I thought to myself, you know what, this is going to be the low, and we're going to tap into this area here as well as this one here. So what did I do? I actually had my take profit here, but I moved it because I saw just how price went, and I trailed my stop loss with it. So see how it went exactly to this point here, and after that it did what? The relative equals highs. I told you guys about. I said it didn't take it out, it will get taken out. So we went higher, then we dropped to form a Judas swing, took out this, went higher again, dropped, traded above the new week opening gap. So everything after 11, don't even think about it, because see, this is at 11, so don't even think about it because it's lunch break in the market. So what happened? We tapped into this buy side here, clearing everything. So now it's only two things left. Let me remove this. We can have the micros on. Let me remove everything here. Okay, so what do we actually have left after taking this whole liquidity area? Yeah, we have the London high, as well as we have prices lower. People that are buying is gonna get taken, right? So what happened once we took the buy side? Quickly came back to new week opening gap, and from here 13:30, in about 5 minutes you will have a new trading opportunity, because then there is the PM session, and I'm expecting these highs here to get taken, right? Because this is the 10:30. Yeah, I'm expecting this is the low, and you see it's jagginess, and we're taking out these ones here as well. So I will look for buy That's most likely what I would be doing. As you guys can see, price is choppy. Either way, was a quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. I will try to edit everything and make it as good as possible. If not, I really appreciate if you guys can like this video, retweet it, share it, doesn't matter. I'm not gonna post it on YouTube. I'm gonna post it on X because that's where I'm active. Remember to follow my Twitter account, and I really want you guys to start following and listening to my friend here. This guy is a menace to society. No joking. He basically called this one out, so it's easy 30x. He gave you guys it at 900k market cap. It went as high as 29 million market cap. So yeah, most likely around 30x. But I really want you guys to follow him as well and ask him questions if you have anything. He is an expert when it comes to meme coins and especially the crypto market. So with everything being said, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day and enjoy your weekend.